What's up guys, Gareth here, and today I'm bringing you a Washer Gareth commentary. Today we're going to be playing some Destiny Alpha. This is the first look, the first time anybody actually got to play Destiny. Well, there might have been private events and stuff where, media might have played it, but the first time the public could go and play Destiny, and I did. And I think you could only do it on the PS4, which is funny because Destiny is developed by Bungie, which previously made Halo, which was only available on Xbox. And Destiny is now, well, Bungie has now moved from whichever, publisher they were with previously, I'm not entirely sure, to Activision, which has a deal with for Call of Duty with Microsoft to get DLC a month early. So a developer that only made games for Xbox and a publisher that has a deal with Microsoft are now together, and they have a deal with Sony, which means that Destiny has a lot of exclusive content for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 3. We get an extra map, we get extra weapons, armor, and those DLC expansion packs? We get them a whole year before Xbox, which is just so good, because Xbox were always like, we have Halo, we get Call of Duty DLC a month early. We get Destiny DLC a year early, so it's so good. Now, like I say, this was the first time I'd played Destiny. I've heard of Destiny, wasn't entirely sure what it was all about. The alpha was free, anyone who had a PlayStation 4 could sign up, so I did, I tried it out, and I was blown away. I didn't really expect anything. I went into it just like, okay, let's try this out, let's see what it's like. And it's really good, I like it. The double jumps and stuff, it's a bit like Titanfall, which is like, I'm used to Call of Duty, so even though it's grounded, it's better because it's more gun-on-gun fight, and it's less like jump up in the air, spin around and shoot people while I float. But it's quite fun, it's alright. And there's a lot to do in Destiny, that's what I realised as soon as I played it. Like, you're playing a campaign mission, and you're walking like through the planet, killing people, going to whatever objective you have. And there's other people doing the same mission, walking past you, doing the mission, and if they get too far away, they obviously like disappear and they go into a different server or whatever. But it's like not like, you disappear into a different server and you exit the game and you go through a menu and you come back. It's all like done automatically, and you don't really notice people that are like leaving you or coming to you. You just see a guy walk past you and you're like, oh hey, that's cool. That's basically the regular, what I'm going to call the story mode. And then there are strikes, which is basically you and a team. You go to an area and you have to kind of kill a boss, kill a load of people. Like I say, I didn't complete the strike of the alpha called Devil Walker or something, because the boss on it was crazy. I think it was called Devil's Lair, and the boss was the Devil Walker, and I never beat it because I only played it once and I died, and then I was left to I was spectating the other people and they died. I'm gonna go play competitive multiplayer because I haven't tried that yet. And that's what you're watching now, competitive multiplayer. This is basically when you play Call of Duty and you go onto online, you play your team deathmatch, or in this case, domination. That is the Crucible in Destiny, and it's where you verse other players, and it's not like Titanfall, where it's players and AI, it's just versing other players like Call of Duty, and there are 6 game modes, and in the alpha we only got to play one of them, and I don't know how many maps there will be in the final game. I do know that PlayStation will have an extra map, and I don't think that's timed exclusive. I think we get that extra map and Xbox never gets it, but in the alpha we only had 2 maps. There was this one which I think is called Rusted Earth, and there's another one which was a moon base, and the difference between the two is this one was I'm gonna say a typical Call of Duty map, it's like 3 flags for domination, typical map. And then you have the other map, the moon base, which also had 3 flags, so it's not like Battlefield Conquest where there's 7 flags and it gets ridiculously hard to play. There are 3 flags on every map, I'm pretty sure of that, because there were 3 flags on both the 2 maps that we played on. But the moon map was a lot larger, and to compensate for the size of the map, there were vehicles, there were little tanks, there were little turrets, and you could also pull out your hover bike, which you get by calling in your ghost, which is like your little companion robot thing. And I didn't have a problem with the bikes, because it meant the map was a little bit quicker, but it was annoying when you shoot a guy, he pulls up his hover bike, and then drives away a lot faster than you can get him, because by the time that he's like pulled up his bike, you react and pull up your bike and he's already too far away for you to catch him. And then the other things were the little like tank things, like the floating tanks. These were annoying. They were a little bit hard to kill. I didn't have any heavy weaponry at the time, so like no rockets that I could take it out with, so all I had was bullets and grenades. And it was really hard to kill. And then another thing that annoyed me about the tank was that you could capture a flag from inside it. So that I think you should change that, because if someone's inside a tank, they're really hard to kill, and then they're just sat on a flag, and you've got to be quick to get them off that flag. And if they're in a tank, you're not going to be able to do it unless you have a heavy weapon, which are hard to get ammo for, to be honest. Another thing about the alpha, that like if you played it, everything you earned in the alpha, all of your character, your level, all your weapons, armor, and stuff, all of that got reset. So that your character, your PlayStation ID, does not have any of that equipment anymore. For the beta, however, I'm not sure if we get to keep our levels, our weaponry, our armor. I read in a random YouTube comment today that we can. There was no confirmation from Bungie, no anything. Just a random guy in a YouTube comment saying we get to keep our stuff. Take that with a grain of salt. I don't know, I'm just letting you know that someone said it and I read it somewhere. So, not a credible source, but I think we got to keep it. I'll have to research it and stuff. I'll put an annotation if I do actually find out. But if we do get to keep it, that's pretty cool, because it credits the people who have taken place in the beta, and you also get an emblem type thing, which is it's all right. I mean, in a few years when Destiny's old, and I'm like, oh look, I've got the beta emblem from 3 years ago when I beta tested it. That'll be quite cool as well. And if you don't have a beta code and you're playing on the PlayStation 4 and you're from anywhere except America, it says Europe on the tag, but I think it's anywhere except America, then I have 2 codes to give away to you guys. And I'm not sure how I'll do it, maybe Twitter, maybe in the comments, maybe I'll put it in the description. But I won't get these codes until the 17th of July 2014, and that's when the beta opens. So as soon as I get my codes, the beta is open and I can play it, and they're going to send me 3 codes, and I have obviously 1 for myself and 2 to give away. So I'll find a way to do that. If it's not in the description, check the comment section. If it's not on the comment section, check my Twitter, and it'll be there. And hopefully you can join me on the beta for Destiny. And if you do get the codes, then send me a friend request on PlayStation. It's gareth.washer. It should be on the top right hand corner of the screen. I think it's like embedded in the gameplay, because that's what the Destiny thing did for some reason. And another thing about Destiny I just want to say is I've pre-ordered the Ghost Edition, which is the equivalent to the Call of Duty's Prestige Edition. So you have the regular game, then you have the DLC Hardened Edition, which is, you get the expansion pass built in and a few extra like DLC stuff you can only get by getting the collector's edition digitally. Then you have the real world version of this, which you get an actual steelbook and a few extra like real life stuff. And then you have the Ghost Edition, which has everything in the Hardened Edition, which is called the Collector's Edition, I believe. No, Limited Edition it actually is. And then you also get a few extra little bits of DLC, a little like badge and a postcard and stuff, and some more collectibles. And then you get a Ghost, which, like I said before, is your companion robot for the game. But you get one in real life, like a model of it that lights up, and it actually has like voice. It has audio from the game, from whoever voice acts it, Peter something that I don't know. I'm really looking forward to this game, and that's why I got that. And you also get a red one, which you get a red one as the model in the game. You also get a red one, so everyone else will have a white one, and you'll have a red one. So that's like awesome, because I'm going to be pulling that out every, I don't know, minute or so. Like if you played Dead Space 3. You pull up your menu thing that has that light that that shows you where you need to go. It's a little bit like that, but it's like a little ghost. But if you don't know what a Destiny Ghost is, just search on Google Destiny Ghost. Just get an image search of it and you know. And I'm going to have a red one. And then also my hover bike, I think that's going to be red as well, but I think that is just for pre-ordering. That's not for anything special collector's edition. It's just for pre-ordering. So I'm going to have some exclusive content for Destiny. Probably going to have gameplay up of it. I mean, it's just a red Ghost and a red hoverbike, but I'll have gameplay of it, showing you the differences between the regular one and the red one, the DLC maps whenever they come out. There are 2 expansion packs that have been announced. There's House of Wolves and something else that I can't remember. And if you buy a collector's edition or the Ghost edition or the digital Guardian edition, you get the expansion pass built in. So it's not like the Call of Duty map packs where you get just 4 maps and sometimes a gun. You get basically an expansion to the story, basically the DLC for Skyrim, the DLC for Fallout, that type of DLC, where you get an extra mini campaign built into the game, and that's what I want in Call of Duty. I mean, the Call of Duty stories, they're alright, but I can't get into them. If they did DLC campaigns for Call of Duty, and that would be cool. But Call of Duty is not really the game that suits it, and I want to know if Destiny is or not. And that's the thing about Destiny. There's multiplayer, there's the strikes, the missions. I'm going to call them quests. I think they're called quests. And there's also the tower, which is like your base. I don't think I have any gameplay of that, but it's basically where there's all the merchants, your ship, you know, you can upgrade your ship, change your ship. There's the bounty hunter, the armory, gunsmith. There's like a mailbox thing. I'm not sure what that's going to be used for in the actual game, but in the alpha it was used just to say thank you for entering the alpha. Here's an email that says that. So I'm really looking forward to this game. I hope you guys are too, because I want to be uploading content for this, you know, whether it's the Crucible type gameplay, which is what you're seeing now, so the Call of Duty deathmatch type thing, whether it be story missions, because I don't want to do a let's play of this game. This is a type of game where you spend thousands of hours in it, and if you try to be entertaining for thousands of hours at a time, it's not easy, and it kind of makes it harder to enjoy a game when you have to be entertaining at the same time. So I'm not sure whether I'll just do the competitive side of this game, whether I'll do gameplay of the other stuff, but every now and again, because I really don't want to do a walkthrough of this game, because it's hard to do a walkthrough of a game this big. I'm coming up to the end of the gameplay on my screen. I'm probably going to edit bits out, so I've got a little bit of time left, but yeah. So like I said, 2 beta codes to be given away. Check the description. On the 17th, you've got to remember that. If you're watching this before the 17th, they will not be there, so don't complain that they're not anywhere, because they will only be there on the 17th. If you're watching this gameplay on the 18th or afterwards, I'm guessing the codes have been taken, and I'm sorry about that, but people have taken them. First come, first serve, I only have 2. What else? Oh yes, PlayStation and anywhere other than America only. I'm sorry about that, but that's what I have, and that's the codes they're sending me. So yeah, description, comment section, or my Twitter, which is in the description. There's a link to that if it's not anywhere else. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you like Destiny, because I'm going to be uploading some content on it as well as other games. And goodbye.